Straight ahead at 6, Christmas shopping season officially underway. A look at how an area business is ready for the foot traffic. Plus, the clock is ticking to cast your absentee votes. How long circuit clerk offices will be open across the state tomorrow. And 2 shootings in Tupelo have police searching for suspects and some answers. We'll have details on what happened.
WCBI News at 6 starts now.
2 shootings within 24 hours in the city of Tupelo are under investigation. Thank you for joining us at 6 o'clock. The first one happened on Thanksgiving morning here on Roughwood Street. Police say the teenage victim said he was trying to leave the house and get into his car when he was shot in the back. He was taken to the hospital. A family friend tells WCBI he has been released. And at about the same time this morning, police responded to the 300 block of North Park Street. Police say witnesses there told them shots were fired after several people were arguing. They say one woman was injured, possibly because of flying glass. Neighbors we talked to today say they were surprised. Seth Scott says it's a reminder to protect your property and your family, no matter where you live.
We keep ourselves locked up, keep the security system armed, so we feel like we keep firearms in the house, so we keep ourselves safe here, very cautious.
Police are still investigating both of those shootings. They do not believe the 2 are connected. They say there could be up to 2 arrests tonight in that Roughwood Road shooting. And of course, we will keep you updated as we get more information on those shootings. A Louisville man died from injuries he sustained in a 1-car crash early this morning. Coroner there believes alcohol and speed could be to blame. Winston County Coroner Scott Gregory says 50-year-old William Buggs lost control in a curve on North Columbus Avenue just after 1:30 this morning. The car flipped multiple times. Buggs was ejected. Gregory says he was not wearing a seatbelt. Buggs was taken to Winston Medical Center. He died several hours later. Gregory says alcohol containers were found at the crash site and tests did show that Buggs had alcohol in his system. A man is facing drug charges after an arrest by Itawamba County deputies and narcotics agents. 41-year-old Bronson Miller is charged with trafficking methamphetamine, possession of marijuana with intent to sell, and felony eluding law enforcement. Investigators say Miller had 2 firearms, so the drug charges will be enhanced. His bond was set at $25,000. Time to get a first look at our forecast on this Friday. We'll turn it over to Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson. Folks are watching the rain, the last football game of the year for Friday.
Oh, I know. Perfect setting, right? Cool, damp, and we have the darkness now with the setting sun earlier and earlier now. A live view in Columbus, Tupelo, Vernon at Durham's Pharmacy, downtown Louisville, Mississippi. Yes, indeed, we do have some wet weather out there. Look at this, a shield of rain coming on in, and this is overspreading the area. So if it hasn't yet to rain at your location, you will see rain this evening. I think the heaviest rain is actually going to be over the next couple of hours here. Temperatures will hold in the 50s if you're heading out this evening. Obviously, umbrellas needed. Now, we'll clear the rain out tonight. Tomorrow, your Saturday, some morning clouds. The sun will develop. We're back in the mid to upper 60s, Andrea. Your full forecast is coming up.
All right, Keith, thanks a lot. The holiday shopping season is in full swing, and bargain hunters crowded into local stores in search of those must-have items and deals. Our Renee Skinner braved the Black Friday crowds at Academy Sports in Starkville and has more.
I'm crazy to be out here on Black Friday, although here there's some pretty good deals.
5 a.m. sharp, the madness started at the front door.
And they're off.
Shopper after shopper filing in at Academy Sports in Starkville. You get a deal, you get a deal, you get a deal. Creating quite a bit of foot traffic inside. But for these employees, the more bargains they bag, the better.
It's gone great. Yeah, we're really excited to have be in town. We've been open for about a year and a half now, so we're excited to serve our customers, and we have great deals, great doorbusters.
From electronics to sports gear and clothing, baskets were getting full by the minute. Even if you don't have a coupon, you won't find sticker shock. Just socks and shoes to match.
Is this a tradition for you, Black Friday shopping?
Yes, ma'am. We've done it for 5 years now, so it's kind of like a tradition. We kind of do our own thing.
This customer is getting a gift for her husband. So we can't show her shopping cart, but we can reveal how sleepy she is.
We decided to drive down here. We got here about 4 o'clock this morning.
If you decide to shop this weekend at all, take the advice from the man who faced the Black Friday mayhem and survived.
Patience. patience. You'll need a lot of it.
And that's our Renee Scanner reporting, who I assume is probably asleep right now because she was out there with them early this morning. Academy Sports is open until 11 tonight. Nationally, more than 164 million people will be out shopping this holiday weekend. Well, a well-known store here at home says it's ready for the Christmas holiday season. The staff at Reed's has been planning for this week for months. The Thanksgiving holiday and Black Friday mark the official beginning of the holiday shopping season. Reed's will have around 30 employees working today. Manager Tommy Green says the next 5 weeks are pivotal for the store.
This is huge. It literally makes or breaks our year. Some people say retailers stay open year-round to be open at Christmas.
The National Retail Federation estimates 20 to 40% of yearly sales for small and mid-sized retailers happen in November and December. Well, the cold temperatures this morning didn't stop Starkville residents from being there for the kickoff of the annual Salvation Army Red Kettle campaign. Old familiar sound there. It happened at Vowell's Marketplace. Starkville Mayor Lynn Spruill, Police Chief Frank Nichols, and Mississippi State head football coach Joe Moorhead were there to ring the first bell this morning. You, of course, will see these bell ringers outside retailers all over the area throughout the Christmas season.
This is a wonderful thing for a community to give back, and this is our opportunity when we focus on that. So it makes a difference, and it's Starkville special, and we always give back.
It's very important to come out and show support for the community, particularly the time of the year when you're looking to help those who are less fortunate. My family and I are part of this community. Like I said, my kids go to high school, got a younger one in the middle school, and go to church here. And certainly for anything that we could do to help, I think is very important.
If you're interested in making a donation or picking up a bell shift, you can go to our website, wcbi.com, to find out how you can do that. Now, the money that goes in those red kettles help people having a hard time in the community. Our Victoria Bailey shows us how your generous contributions help your neighbors in need.
I'll be out here for a while, wind blowing in my face, but I mean, it's for a good cause though, so I mean, it's worth it.
If you ever entered a grocery store or just been walking downtown this time of year, this may be a familiar sound.
That color red, it gets everybody's attention. It's vibrant and it's supposed to be exciting, so it'll make you happy to try to make someone else happy and to bless someone else.
The Red Kettle is responsible for raising millions of dollars nationwide each year. Starkville Salvation Army Kettle Coordinator LaShonda Bobette says every cent goes back into the community.
It is amazing how we have our food pantry and how we help people on the electric bill, especially during this time of the year. My first year here, I know they set the goal at like $47,000, and we end up raising over $50,000. So with this, we're hoping to keep everything above that $53,000, that $56,000 mark, and hopefully every year we can raise it up higher and higher so we can constantly help more and more people in our community.
But Bobbitt says the only way to reach their goal is for folks to volunteer.
Without the community donating their time, we're not able to do the most good that we're able to do every year. So that is truly a blessing when they donate their time, and especially their money during the hard times of this year. So, and we does need more volunteers. The slots are not completely full, and and unfortunately some people do have to cancel on us. So it would definitely be a blessing if they could, get in touch with the store and contact us.
And that's just what Starkville native Keelan Fisher did.
Everybody's not fortunate to have what you have waking up every morning. So it's always good to give back to your community and make sure that someone cares about them. No matter who they are, what they do, or what they've done. Just show that you care and just show that you're on their side no matter what.
Now, the Salvation Army also has an Angel Tree project going on. For information on how to adopt a family, you can get it on our website. Well, Christmas time is here and the Holiday Express train is rolling into West Point. A live report and a look at the fun when we come back.
You're watching WCBI's News at 6 with Andrea Self.
Well, what do you know? Santa Claus makes an early stop in the Golden Triangle, and he came by train. The Kansas City Southern Christmas train is in West Point tonight. Hundreds of people are lining up to see St. Nick. Our Quentin Smith is in the middle of all the excitement. He joins us now live from West Point. Quentin?
Yeah, Andrea, the Christmas spirit is definitely in the air here in West Point. And a big reason why is because of this Holiday Express train that you see right here behind me. Now, despite the rain coming down, thousands of people have made their tour throughout this train, and hundreds more are in line right now as we speak. Now, when everyone boards this train, they can expect to see special visitors. They can expect to see Santa Claus and his elves. When they tour the train, they'll meet them, and they'll also get to hear some of their favorite and traditional Christmas music, and just enjoy a fun and festive time. Now, this will be going on all night, and it is free and open to the public. And I also want to point out, those who come out to partake in this event, they can donate to the Salvation Army. So if you're in the area and need something to do tonight, feel free to make your way on out here to West Point. But for now, reporting live in West Point, Quentin Smith, WCBI News.
Well, as you saw in that live shot, it is a wee bit wet here in North Mississippi, but the back edge of the rain already out there in the Delta. So the heaviest rain is right now as we go throughout the course of the weekend. A little bit drier, although we may see a few showers on Sunday. Mild over the next few days, but colder next week. Details are next.
Your WCBI First Alert AccuWeather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson.
Well, tonight, not really the best of evenings, but tomorrow, your Saturday, as we get farther into the holiday weekend, or I should say further into this holiday weekend, correct myself there, the sun will develop. We'll see temperatures back into the mid to upper 60s on our Saturday. For your Sunday, a few afternoon showers can't be ruled out, but a moisture-starved system comes on in. Ahead of it, though, we should see temperatures around 70. How about that? Right now, a far cry from that. We've got temperatures in the low 50s. It is breezy, raw, and nasty. Showers coming on in, a cold rain, but the back edge already here along I-55. So I think after this evening, after midnight, the heaviest rain will be out of here. The system is moving through a little bit faster. And you can see the back edge right there, all dry now in Oklahoma City and Dallas. Temperatures in the 60s out there right now, 68 in Dallas. And we are expecting some 60s around here tomorrow. So low 50s right now in Tupelo and Columbus. Worst case scenario tonight, upper 40s. The rain will taper off after midnight. Now, the last few nights around here, we've been well down into the 30s, so not as cold, obviously. And for your Saturday, clouds will linger in the morning. So the rain really gets out of here tonight, but the clouds will hold tough tomorrow morning. We'll thin those clouds out during the day. Highs getting back up into the 60s. It's looking like a pretty nice day here across northeast Mississippi and west Alabama. Winds not as strong from the southwest at about 4 to 8. So Futurecast doing a great job here with the showers we have in play right now. After midnight, most of that rain is done, but notice the clouds here, that gray you see. Those will hold tough in the morning. We'll clear it out. Our next system, though, Sunday, it will be breezy again Sunday with a chance for some of those afternoon showers right there. If you're heading over to Tuscaloosa tomorrow for the Iron Bowl, we're looking at pretty decent weather, dry conditions with temperatures that kick off around 65. Here's your AccuWeather 7-day forecast. A great warm-up for this weekend, but much cooler Monday and Tuesday. Upper 40s to around 50. Lows getting back below 30 degrees.
You knew we weren't going to get through high school football playoffs without it coming to flood a little bit. It is pouring here in Louisville, but that's not stopping the 4A North Half Final. We'll have much more for our Game of the Week coming up next in sports.
WCBI Sports with Tom Ebel is brought to you by your local Ford dealers. Go further.
I'm here to beautiful Louisville, Mississippi, the site of our Carl Hogan Toyota Game of the Week. It is, it's raining. It's raining pretty well. And you knew we weren't going to get through a high school football playoffs without a night like this where it's just coming down pouring. But we'll see how this impacts the game. Louisville and Greenwood taking down each other for the 4A North Half Championship. This game, this rainy slugfest, this bodes well for both teams, but I think it gives an upper edge to Louisville. Their run game has been hitting its stride here in the postseason. You know the defense has been firing on all cylinders for the past month and a half. And so when you look at the 4A North Half Final, Louisville beat Greenwood in the regular season 21-0, and Louisville was actually missing 6 of their starters. What you can take from that, who knows? That was Greenwood's only loss of the 2018 season. But who knows? We'll have to see coming up tonight on WCBI End Zone. But football is king here in Winston County. It remains that way. We'll go down to WCBI Sports' Courtney Robb, who checks in with the 1A South Half Final with Nanawaya.
Thank you, Tom. Courtney Robb here, currently in Nanawaya as the Warriors are getting ready to host East Marion in the game that will decide who goes to the 1A state championship. and that winner will play either Simmons or Smithville. But Nanawoya having such a good season, obviously, because we're at the end of the playoffs, currently 13-1 on the season. And we know that we're going to see plenty in their run game tonight, have plenty of players capable of making big plays in the run. You have Donovan Turner, Devian Turner, Shy Moore, just all such good players that we can expect. Austin Sanders also one of those players, but we can see them get a little bit in the pass game as well. Donovan Turner having 10 touchdowns on the season, so definitely expect to see a lot from them. But we can also expect to see a fairly evenly matched up game against East Marion. East Marion with a really good defense that could give this team a run for their money, and not only that, but also they definitely get the pass game involved in their game a little bit more than Nanawoya does. But that's going to be it for me, Courtney Robb, here, getting ready for Nanawoya to take on East Marion. Now we're going to send it to West Point with Blair Schaefer. Blair?
Hey Courtney, I'm here in West Point as the Green Wave is hosting Olive Branch tonight at 7. Both teams are 12-1 on the season, but the winner of tonight's game will go on to the state championship next week at Southern Miss. A key player to watch out for tonight is West Point's Brandon Harris. Harris rushed for over 100 yards last week, and he knows how to score the ball. He's crafty, he's athletic, and Coach Chambliss told me that if they want to win tonight, Harris has to bring his leadership and be in the zone like he was last week. Coach Chambliss also told me that a focus on this week's practice was to minimize mistakes. He also wants his guys to understand that their emotions cannot get a hold of them tonight. He wants them to come out, give it all they have, and leave it all on the field. For more on tonight's game, you can tune into the End Zone at 10 o'clock. But for now, that's all from West Point. Let's head back over to Louisville, where our Tom Ebel is. Tom?
Best of luck to Courtney and Blair and West Point and Nanawoya as they brave the elements. Some other big games, Water Valley traveling to North Panola for the 3A North half final. That's a rematch. Smithville going to take on Simmons. That's David versus Goliath. And Calhoun City traveling to Scott Central for the 2A North half final. And take a look at this, a full slate of West Alabama games. South Lamar, Pickens County, Gordo, and Aliceville all in action. We'll have all those highlights and scores coming up tonight on the End Zone at 10:07. It's the final one. This is it, the last End Zone of the 2018 high school football season as we wrap it up with the Mississippi High School semifinals. Hey, we were talking a few minutes ago about the rain, and it is ramping up even more. It is it is pouring right now here in Louisville. My goodness, I don't even know it's just pouring. I mean, it's going to be waterlogged. Going to be walking around like a big old wet sponge, but hey, it's high school football. It's the last one. Nothing can stop us from having a great time on the final week of high school football. So reporting here for one more time here in Louisville, Mississippi, Tom Ebel for WCBI Sports. We'll have a last look at that wet forecast coming up next.
As Tom said, it has come a flood in Louisville.
Oh, goodness.
It's a wet, nasty night out there. Make the best of it. But this rain gets out of here tonight. Your Saturday will be much better. Your Sunday still mild, but there could be a few afternoon showers. Dry early next week, but much colder.
I saw our End Zone crew all putting their rain gear on their cameras. You know,
they were prepared.
They have a job to do.
They do.
That's the news at 6. Try to stay dry and enjoy the game. See you at 9.